I'm Melissa.
And I'm Lisa.
We're realtors in the Shenandoah Valley.
We love what we do, and we love where we live, and we can't wait to show you.
Welcome to the channel.
Rick, thanks so much for taking the time with us today.
Sure.
I think homeowners insurance is very, very complex, and I think people have a lot of questions. So I'm going to just start with the hypothetical.
Okay.
So I'm a home buyer, and whether I'm a first-time home buyer or multiple, but I'm going to come in and I want to ask these two questions. What is the first question you're going to ask me, and then what should I bring to this meeting?
So of course, first question: name. Who's going the property going to be deeded to? You know, if you're married, spouse. If there's another person involved, you know that. The address of the property. If this is your first home, if it's not, we need your previous address for rating purposes when they draw reports. If we used a new address, that report wouldn't draw correctly, so need both addresses. And if you know some general information about the structure, the age, if there's been updates to the mechanics like the electrical, plumbing, HVAC, how old the roof is. Roofs are really a big deal now, so insurance companies are really underwriting those pretty aggressively. So that information, date of birth, we would assume you'd know that, so you don't have to bring it with you. So that kind of information. So.
If it's an LLC, do I need to have LLC documents as well, or you just?
Yeah, so generally you won't see a homeowner's policy written for an LLC.
That would be commercial?
It goes commercial,
Okay.
yeah. So generally, so if it's rental property or investment property, certainly.
So if it's a trust, what
so
about
the trust, generally we write the policies in the name of the who's going to be living in it.
Okay.
And then we add the trust as additional insured.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then we see a lot of that, you know, for estate planning purposes.
I sense we're going to talk a lot about roofs today, because
Well, we can. I
be...
mean, it's definitely, you know, for example, there's some companies now that they will not write a home that if the roof is over 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
15 years. I
Now
can
there's
write that down.
they can be flexible on that. More common is 20 years is where they start getting concerned and asking questions and, you know, wanting a closer look at it. But yeah, that's a big deal just because of the number of claims, hail and wind. And
So even if it's like 30-year shingles.
yeah, and that's a good point, because, you know, as an agent, a lot of times when we get these things, you know, I'll push back and say, wait a minute, this is an architectural shingle, it's a 50-year warranty, and you know, the response is, we know that, but experience shows different things, and as you get closer, you know, once you get over 20 years, even on a good quality shingle, there's going to be deterioration from just the elements.
Okay.
So they look at that. And metal roofs are different. Metal roofs are, of course, have more longevity, generally speaking, so they that's a better scenario. And we're seeing a lot more metal roofs this year.
Yeah, we have one.
We do too.
And
we put one on in 17.
You hear it with the wind.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you, we love it so much because we know it's going to be a really good long-term investment.
I think it looks really good, and it adds to the value of the property, and you can, within reason, especially at my age, I don't have to worry about it. It's going to be my kid's problem, you know, years from now. So yeah, we've seen a lot more metal roofs.
What about the membrane, you know, when it's a flat top? I have a couple houses I've listed that an addition was put on and it's flat and they've got that membrane on it, and then solar panels sometimes are put on those.
Yeah, of course you see the membranes too in a lot of commercial. But for homes, some carriers won't. I'm familiar with one carrier that won't write anything with less than a 412 pitch on it. So if it's 312, if it's flat, they don't want it. I mean, there's carriers out there that will, but it's going to be a hurdle or a challenge, you know, for insurance purposes in most cases.
Okay, so Ricky, we're talking about less than 4/12 pitch of a roof. Can you expand on that a little more?
So the pitch is how many inches, I think this is right, how many inches the roof line raises in 12 inches. So 312 would be 3 inches, 4 or 5. And of course, I mean, steep roofs 8. So, and the concern is the less the pitch, the longer snow will lay on it. The water doesn't run off as fast, so you tend to have more problems. They don't wear as long or as well. They deteriorate faster. So in some cases, someone puts on an addition because the way they don't have so much room to go out, so they got to put a lower pitch to get the width on the addition.
I literally was at a house just a few days ago, and there was no pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a section because you've got the mountain coming down, and they had the roof, but then there was this section that was literally
flat.
Yeah. And I thought, how are you even draining that?
Right.
And not well was the answer.
It increases the likelihood of a collapse too. So if you get a heavy snow and it can't slide
Go
off,
anywhere.
it's going to sit there, and so that's the concern from a insurance underwriting.
Are there certain areas in our county, like Augusta County, Rockingham, that are more expensive to insure because, like, I know there's a section in Rafine that always gets tornadoes. There's a section in Stewart's Draft. Does any of this ever go by area or not?
No,
really?
I haven't seen that. Seen them slice and dice it that clearly in our area. The biggest thing in our area is distance to a fire department. There are certain pockets in the county that they're not within 5 miles, so that impacts rate quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But weather conditions, no.
So what if you don't have a fire hydrant near you? What's the distance for a fire hydrant? So
1,000 feet normally.
And if there's not, your insurance is higher?
You just pay more.
Because there's a street near ours that I know our fire hydrant, they come and fill for the fire because the house burned down, but it was, they couldn't get the water there fast enough.
Yeah.
Rick, thank you so much for having us today.
Sure.
This has been very educational.
Thank you.
Yes, really helpful.
It was fun.
Good catching up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to see you again. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, great. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.